I don't think a lot of people realize that, these insurance adjusters are highly trained personnel for the insurance companies. And they're trained to be able to, how would you describe it? Manipulate you or be able to kind of walk you into perhaps incriminating yourself or saying something that could potentially incriminate yourself that's not potentially true.
Oh, absolutely. I have deposed insurance adjusters in bad faith cases, and they are highly trained and specialized in how to get information out of you, the injured person, get you to say things that they can twist and turn. For instance, it's as simple as them calling you and saying, "How you doing today?" And then the normal person, regardless if you're in a hospital bed, will say, "I'm fine," and then continue with the conversation just to get things going. But then they've got you recorded saying you're fine days after your severe injury from a commercial trucking wreck.
Hmm.
And now they've got that on paper in transcript of your own words, and that's going to be blown up the size of a wall in the courtroom, you saying you're fine.
Exactly, exactly. And that's some of the tactics that they use. What specific legal task does a car wreck attorney undertake during a case?
There's so much, and this is why it's important to have an attorney and not try to do it yourself. We take over all of the communication with the insurance company from the get-go. We hold them at arm's length, make sure that they only get the information that they need at the time, basically treat them on a need-to-know basis. We communicate with your medical providers, the defendant, the court. We get all of your medical records, past and present, so that we can prove that your injuries are related to the incident and not from some past or pre-existing condition. We'll
Hmm.
communicate with the billing offices to keep you out of collections while the case is pending. That's something people really worry about, and I understand that. You don't want a medical bill going to collections while you're dealing with getting better. We also engage in boots on the ground investigation. I've ruined so many pairs of shoes and suits crawling under trucks or over fences to try to get to the evidence, the vehicle parts, things that are very important and can disappear later on.
Hmm.
We'll do witness interviews, hire private investigators to collect more evidence, or do deeper witness interviews. We'll engage in vehicle inspections. Don't just send an engineer. You want to get out there and watch your engineer and see what they're doing. Have them point to you the parts of the vehicle and show you what happened as they reconstruct it. You also want to be there when the insurance company's engineer is there. Watch what they're doing. See what they miss. Then we go on to hire experts, and we pay for them up front. That's not on the client's dime. We pay for the engineers, the medical experts, and I'll talk later about how we get that collected, but that can cost tens of thousands of dollars right out the gate. But it's vital that we bring some of these experts on board to make sure that your case is in the best hands. Most importantly, we stay on top of the industry. We know what's coming before it gets there, things that you haven't heard about yet, tricks of the trade that the adjusters are being trained on. They go to annual conventions just like we do, and we need to have a game plan ready.
Hmm.
It's also the final step. I think the thing that's most important is that when you have an experienced attorney, we treat your case like it's unique. It's not cookie cutter. We're not treating all the cases the same. And if you've gone through all of these steps that I've talked about, you can point out to the adjuster why this case is different than the pile of files on their desk.
Hmm. Yeah. So you guys do, it's a lot of work, obviously, but it's necessary and it's essential for you to be able to get the results that you're able to attain for your clients. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's, that's a lot of value.